But I'm finding out that this is a big pile of rust. Carburetor is welded, rusted shut. I don't have a parts cleaner. I don't have a lot of things actually. Fast forward a couple of days, actually about a week or so since I tore that motor apart. Here's the other half to fixing the log splitter. So I know I was indecisive and going back and forth in the previous clip about how I was going to fix it, not fix it, fix it, not fix it. Well, I'm looking at the log splitter, sorry it's off camera. Not in my haste, but just in my like, okay, I need to get home, I need to do some things, I need to do some chores, and weed eat the grass, you know, all the things that you just normally do. I wake up yesterday morning, which was Saturday, it's now Sunday. I forget today, what today is. Today's Sunday the 13th, yeah. Go Tennessee, you did a good job. It was by a hair margin, but you did a good job. Ohio State, I'm sorry. Oregon was a better team. And Bama, you should have done better than what you did. But that's beside the point. I woke up and I needed to go to my dad's birthday party. And, well, it's just more of a family get together, more or less. So I wake up and I see in my email, besides the list of things that I should be doing, I see this on sale. Normally it's almost like 200 bucks. After taxes and all that, it comes to really close to $200. And I was like, I just really don't want to do that right now. Knowing that I'd have to buy oil, I'd have to buy a funnel, a Pacific funnel, because I don't have one that's small enough. Got ones for, you know, the tractor, the cars, all that jazz, but not that one small. So anyways, $129. Now, the engine on that one is a 5.5 horse. This one's a 6.6. Now, is there going to be a difference? Probably. But I looked up on the manual, and the engine that I was looking for the Briggs and Stratton 5.5 horse, granted, that's a 1985 design. Maybe not a 1985 model, but it's a design. What killed the engine for me, which it still could be fixed, let's be clear, I didn't have to spend this. I just went and spent it because I needed a new engine and I didn't want to fumble around with the possibility of the intake, knowing that it was muddied up with mud dauber gunk and cocoon nests. And the intake valve itself was completely rusty and it was just tiny. I couldn't even get my scope in there to see exactly all the damage that was done. But when I went to go pull, you know, the pull cord, I could see the exhaust moving up and down, which was fine. The intake wasn't moving, like zero movement. It was stuck in the open position. Now, when I tore the head open, it was stuck in the closed position, and it would move just ever so slightly up and down to close and open. But I guess after sitting a week open, it would no longer move. So here we go. So what I'm doing today on this channel is we're going to open this bad boy up, and we want to see what's inside, because I've never opened a new motor before. I know that in some videos on YouTube they talk about actually cutting the shaft on this to match that Lovejoy connection, which, okay, I don't see why you would want to do that, but what they were doing was there's a box or a shroud that goes around the Lovejoy connection. Let me show you. This right here. And the reason why he cut the shroud, well, cut the shaft coming out of the motor, was because this box wasn't long enough to cover the whole thing. Now, set you guys back up here. Could I have avoided that? I don't know, find out together. But let's get to the unboxing. All right, here we go. Unboxing. Alrighty. Yep. Now, here's the cool part. they have a $34 and $41 warranty. That is at the time of purchase. So basically what happens, you know that it was defective in the first 90 days clause that Harbor Freight has? Basically, you have 90 days to bring in any product, mainly, I guess, these, probably other things, in order to bring them back within 90 days if it's defective. They had a warranty that extends that 90 days up to 1 year, or 2 years for 44 something. Did I buy it? No. Should I have? If it don't work within the next couple of days, well, a couple of hours, obviously I'm gonna bring this thing back and get my money back, or get another engine for the same price. So, yeah. Now, where were these things made and manufactured? I'm gonna assume China. You know, ever since that NAFTA deal in '95, it's hurt and helped us all at the same time. So, manual. Put that to the side. Oh, that's handy. I gotta save me $1.99, but all right, thank you. That'll work. I'll save that. That's really handy. I use this also for my generator. It uses the same oil. What else is in here? Nothing on this side. Nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. Let me put this down and pull it up and out. Also, while I was there, got a standing pad. Alrighty. Ooh, I hear tools. Okay. All the plate is doing good. Get some decent tools to go. The one-time use tools. Ah, yeah, they did. Yeah. Yep, one-time use tools. Pulled them out of the container. Obviously, I'm assuming this is for the spark plug or any other component that may take this. Alrighty, let's look at this. This is not a bad little engine. Oh, now I do have another engine that I could have used in my log splitter that I already own, but it was vertical. It's for my lawnmower, one that doesn't work anymore. Well, the carburetor doesn't work anymore, and it's easy enough to get a carburetor for that one. Yeah. I parked it knowing that if I buttoned it up, kept it inside, nothing would get into it. I didn't treat this log splitter that way. Should have, but didn't. My issue was, it was heavy. It went outside. Okay, so like I said before, this thing was struggling, and taking it off is going to be no picnic because of where the engine mounts up, where all the brackets are. Yeah, I can get to 3 of the brackets. I can get to 3 of the bolts. Excuse me, I can get to 3 of the bolts. There's actually a bracket underneath here I'm gonna have to remove. Then maybe I can get to that 4th one. Because I can touch it with my fingers, but can I get a wrench on it? That's the question. And the other ones over there are open enough to where, yeah, I can bust those loose. I might be able to twist the engine out. But before I do that, we're gonna focus on getting this off first. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. And so far as it is, it looks like it's like 1, 2, and 3 bolts literally holding this whole contraption on where I can take the pump off. And right now the hose looks okay. I mean, it does look a little dry rot, but I may want to replace that soon. all the hoses actually, because there's 3 hoses. There's the high pressure line, and then there's the low pressure line going back to the tank, and all that. Now I don't want to break any of those hoses because it's just something I don't want to mess with right now, hydraulic oil. It spilled all over the floor back over there behind me when it got hot. Kind of made a big mess all over my new concrete floor, but it is what it is. And yeah, I've still yet to buy Quick Dry. I know it's cheap, but I forget. I need a honeydew list, or a list. Alrighty, let's get you guys on time lapse.
I was born to be free.
Okay guys, so if you saw in the time lapse there, I pulled the engine off first before I pulled the, who's that? Stay right there. Before I pulled the Lovejoy connection apart. Now, here's the issue. It's a problem. This bar right here is longer than this bar right here. Now, once I get this off, I'll do some measurements, but from most of the YouTube videos I've seen from guys in the past, forget the channel name, he's sort of a how-to wonder dot guy. Anyways, he ended up cutting the shaft. I do have the tools to cut it, but I do not possess the fortitude or the strength to want to do it. So I'm gonna pull all this contraptions off, and I'm gonna go from there.
I was born to be free.
Okay, so this Lovejoy connection, or this set screw, is a little bit more trickier than I thought, because it hasn't been used or utilized in a long time. Granted, I'm assuming it's probably at least since the 90s since this thing was made. I know for a while YTD, Yard Machines, Craftsmen, Husqvarna, maybe not Husqvarna, Husqvarna, they all made all this stuff, and Yard Machine did. It was just manufacturing process, it was just their name on the side. So what I'm doing is obviously spraying this set screw down, trying to get all the rust and stuff out of it. Come on, you can do it. Trying to flush it away. Okay, there we go. When something like this is this old and you want to save this screw, just go really, really easy. Work it back and forth because you want to save the threads. Because I do not want to pull out my thread chasers. I did that one time on my 89 Dodge. I had a friend of mine save my bacon. And if you're watching, you remember, I banged the crap out of the shock mount and brought it to work with 3 working shocks. Hey, there's a set screw. And she's beautiful. So are the threads. Look at that. So we saved my bacon. So now we're going to put this somewhere safe. Probably next to the phone. About the other side of the protective box here where nothing can lose itself. Let's bring my tools here. We'll put them back up. Yes, that'll do it. Yeah. Screwdriver, that's what he said. I'm smacking it like he told me to. Oh, keyway's free. Yeah, baby. Keyway is free. Look at that. Ha 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 ha. No puller on my end. Okay, so we save that in case we need it. Put it over there next to the phone and important bits. Then now, can we pull this thing off? Probably shock it. Don't tell me you still need a 3-jaw puller. This thing is seized on there. Well, okay, I went to the store and to learn my lesson. Quit fighting with it. I don't want to mess it up because I need it. And I needed a 3-jaw puller anyway. So, let's go ahead and see what this thing does. Lock it up. Yeah. Let's put this on 1 power. I don't want to have it on max force. Simple 3-jaw puller. That's all this is. Whoop, other way. Oh, there it goes. It came off. 3-jaw puller. Okay, you've done your job. See, no keyway. It's all gone. All right, now, it's our best not to get the new engine dirty. Oh, let's pray and hope this thing lines up well. Alrighty, here you guys go. Okay, here's what I'm worried about. All these flanges right here, cutting in the way. Yeah. See the problem? Gotta hang off. That answers the question right there. Gotta cut these flanges so I can reset this thing back further. Okay guys. I have decided, this has been a week later. I know this video is going to get kind of long, but I pray you guys hang with me. If you made it this far, you're awesome people. You're my peoples. I appreciate you. So instead of grinding down the side of the log splitter, let me show you. Instead of grinding that side down right there and taking out a good chunk of this, I decided to do spacers instead. This is pretty cool. Went to Ace Hardware, picked me up some spacers, some grade A bolts. Bada bing, bada boom. Everything lined up. I mean, beautifully lined up. Now, there's some play in this and up there, but I just wiggled it around a little bit, used some blocks. I tightened everything down. Technically, it's 2 spacers. That's an 1 1/4 inch, and that's, no wait, that's an 1 3/4 inch. That's an inch, something. Anyways, had to play around with it till I got the height right because, look at that. Just cleared it, look at that. And she's stable, look at this. I mean, I will darn take everything off. So I went ahead and I put gas in it, and I'm gonna try to fire it up for the first time with you guys watching. Okay, so I went ahead and put oil. Where's it at? I went ahead and put the oil in, because there's my tappet. And it only takes half. Now, there's a few oil spots, so forgive me on that one. I did play around with this. I loosened it a little bit. Proof of concept, I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna red Loctite them because look how many threads that thing's got. Barely, hardly any. That's not gonna work for me. No. Not gonna work at all. So, the way this thing works, first and foremost, put your gas in, put your oil in. It's pretty simple. I love how simple this thing is. Start, pull it over, gasoline, push it all the way to the back. You got it for slow and very, very important. Come back over here and click the switch over to on. I think it's on. Yeah, it's a switch. It's off, that's on. Let's see if she works. Oh yeah, she's running. I gotta let it warm up and do its thing. Its initial break-in. At least for the first 3 hours, or until the gas runs out. So, then I'll change the oil. And then do a 20-hour break-in. And then change the oil again. And then do 20-hour intervals. So I'm gonna let it sit like that for a minute, mainly because I'm not gonna put any strain on the motor for the first 15 minutes. Let it kind of break in normally. Go from there. Well, mind the hair. She broke in. I ran it for a minute, the 3 hours, and I just did the first oil drain, put some fresh in, and that's it, boys and girls. That is it. If y'all like this content, y'all be sure to like and subscribe. More trucking and homestead content to come. See y'all next video. Thanks for watching.